get it on OOTPdevelopments.com. All right. The showdown. Today's showdown, we have 4 community members. This is the community showdown, which means that you, the community, get to benefit and have a chance to win some packs, not only by pseudo managing one of the 64 teams in the showdown, but also by predicting who you think might win the showdown each week. We play 2 different series. Both are best of 3, and the teams are all chosen by the community. You guys, not necessarily the best teams in history, but the teams that you guys wanted to represent you as part of the community. So again, we'll get to that a little bit later. Showdown, though, in case you missed it when I announced the teams yesterday, we will announce who is participating. And one of the community members in chat today is participating, has a chance to win some packs and move to the round of 32. Who, Lap? Who is participating in the showdown? Well, let me tell you, we have, first of all, before we get to that, I don't have my slides memorized in order. I guess I should do that. Before we get to that, have you played the 5L? Are you doing well in the 6L? 9:20 a.m. Eastern, 9:20 p.m. Eastern is when each new one fires off. And again, if you are the monthly winner, you'll have a chance to win 20 packs. Well, you will win 20 packs if you are the monthly winner. And one is set in Jarry Park to represent the Montreal Expos. One is set in the Sky Dome to represent the Toronto Blue Jays. Of course, as a Canadian, those are the 2 teams I followed growing up. I'm a fan of a few other teams as well, but of course, being a Canadian, you're following that home team. And whether it's Montreal or Toronto, as a kid, I laughed, I cried, I celebrated, I cried. Usually cried more than I celebrated, other than 1992 and 1993. So Sky Dome, 1993, the PM 6L, and then Jarry Park, the AM 5L. No DH in either league. We're letting those pitchers hit old school baseball. And again, monthly prizes to whoever wins. We announce it at the first stream at the beginning of the next month. Well, who is participating in this community showdown? Max, good to see you, buddy. All right, Max says, Lap, I'm taking a lot of L's in the 5L. I'm joining the club and taking a lot of L's. Well, this one's for you. Taking a lot of L's means a lot of losses. Yeah, the Mario down. L after L after L in the 5L. Well, maybe Jarry Park's not for you, Max. Maybe you got to go to the Sky Dome, where a lot of home runs are hit, a lot of dingers are hit. Head off to Toronto and try the 6L. Maybe we'll get to play. Maybe we'll get to play this one instead. Winner. Yeah, or maybe get a few bells. Yeah, that's the thing with this tournament. There are so many good managers, Max, that we never know who's going to take it every day. It's unpredictable. I got my my chat screen on a different window here. Yeah, Mario Death Effect. And NASBase is in the house. We're going to talk about NASBase a little bit later. NASBase participated representing, I think, the Philadelphia Phillies. Was it the Philadelphia Phillies? Are you Kansas City Royals? Who are you a fan of again, NASBase? Philadelphia or Kansas City or both? Pretty sure it's Kansas City, right? You a Kansas City fan, NASBase? Well, NASBase right off the bat says, Lap, I can't continue on my hump day Wednesday without a little bit of purring. Well, you know what that means. yeah. A little bit of kitty on this hump day, Wednesday. There you go, Ness. Thanks for using your Helm Biscuits. We got a few follows as well. We got Slayer's Realm. Slayer's Realm. That sounds ominous, mysterious. Slayer. I think of a lot of video games set in medieval times when I think of Slayer's Realm, like Morrowind. Open-ended game where you go around and you do slayers. You slay people in different realms, I think. It's been a while since I played that Xbox game. Also, thank you to DCoord. DCoord2. Thank you for the follow. And to the captain for giving out a community gift sub. And Captain, we can't play Kitty again right now, but Pops Dongori is saying, can we play something for Captain? He seems like a dog lover, and he really enjoys goofy dog songs. So yeah. Get down. All right. Pops Dongori using the Helm Biscuits to play a little Who Let the Dogs Out. Welcome to the Dog Pound to all the new followers, Slayer's Realm and DCoord2. Okay. Now that we got those up, Pops Dongori re-upping the sub. Has it been 10 months, Pops? Has it been 10 months already? 10 months. 10 months with the Prime subscription. Re-upping the sub. Thank you. Thank you for all your dancing in the chat. Thank you for dancing during the commercial breaks. Keeping the pound entertained is Pops Dongoria, and he's hyped up. You know why Pops is hyped up? We're going to tell you what it's hyped up, and it has to do with the jersey. There you go. So re-upping the sub on the San Francisco Giants jersey day. So again, to everyone that has re-upped their sub and followed, let's give you a little welcome to the Dog Pound. Crying all the time. Coffee. You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. No, you ain't ever caught a rabbit, and you ain't no friend of mine. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the re-upping the sub here on this Wednesday evening. Well, almost evening, hour away. But we got to get moving. I got started late. I got to finish at a certain time. So who is going to be in the community showdown, which represents you, the community, every Wednesday? Two teams face off that you, the community, have chosen. That says that you want to go all the way to the top. And we're in the round of 64 right now. And today we have the 1984 world champion Detroit Tigers. Yes, those Tigers that every once in a while we get a perfect team card, a TWIP card with the Detroit Tigers. Well, they were world champions back in 1984, and they will be the visiting team, and they will head to, oh yeah, Pops, come on, let's see a little dancing there. They will be heading to San Francisco and take on the 1993 San Francisco Giants. Man, oh man, what a showdown we're going to have there in this best of three. So Canados chose the 1984 Detroit Tigers. This is not Spore's alt account. No, this is not Spore. This is Canados. He has chosen this team, and Pops Dongoria chose the 1993 Giants, and they are going to play off in the first round against each other. The winner gets 10 packs. The loser gets nothing. Nothing. No, there is nothing for second place, only for first place. In game number 2, in matchup number 2, best of 3, we have Jeff Steel Flex His muscles are probably much bigger than mine. Oh, yeah. Jeff Steelflex and his 2006 St. Louis Cardinals world champions are going to be on the road, and Jeff Steelflex will be taking on another championship team, this time from San Diego, out west, and the 1998 Run Blake Run 1 sponsored Padres. Yes, 1998 Padres will be hosting the Jeff Steelflex 2006 Cardinals. Two great matchups that we have later today, guys. Again, Detroit Tigers and Canados will be playing Popstongoria and the Giants. It's too tough to call. But you know what? There's going to be a giveaway. Yes, there'll be a giveaway where you'll get a chance to predict who you think will win. So that's what's coming up. How do we determine who plays who? Well, every week we spin the wheel with all the teams on there that you, the community, have chosen. And the wheel is the destiny for each of you. Because if you progress from them 64 to 32 to 16 to 8 to 4 to 2, and you win 10 packs along the way, by the time you get to the finals, you've won like 50 packs already. Because every time you win and advance, you win 10 standard packs. So one of these four managers, Run Blake Run, Jeff Steelflex, one of them will win 10 packs, and either Popstongoria or Canados will win 10 packs. So again, when we get to the round of 32, all the winning teams from round 1 will go back on the wheel, and we'll spin again. So we don't have brackets or anything like that. We're letting the wheel decide each round who plays who. Okay. If you want a chance to win as a watcher of these two games, just put an exclamation WED, and that'll give you access to the form. And I may have to go turn the form on, so it may not be ready to go yet. Yeah, it is accepting responses. Yep. We are ready to accept your guesses for who you think is going to take today's showdown matchups. Again, these are best of 3 played in the default modern era environment. So we don't favor one team or another in terms of the environment that we play. Injuries are turned off, and we take the end of season rosters. So all 4 teams you're going to see today, it's their end of season OOTP roster for that specific year. All right. We'll get to those a little bit later. Fill out the form. Make sure you fill it in all properly, including your name, your Twitch name, your perfect team username, and good luck in predicting today's winners. All right. See if I'm missing anything here. Yeah, community. It's all about the community. All right, we'll get to the showdown a little bit later. A few little odds and ends, some OOTP news for you in case you missed it. First of all, tomorrow morning, Paul Sporer, morning my time, noon Eastern Standard Time. Twipt will be on, and every Thursday, for those of you that are new to this game, every Thursday there's new content, there's new cards for Perfect Team. And usually there's a theme around each of those card sets. Tomorrow, the theme is April Game Changers. So we're going to see some players, some cards come out that deal with moments in history where players celebrated a successful March/April, because sometimes the season starts in late March. So who will it be? Who will it be now that will be part of those cards tomorrow? I recommend if you're getting packs on Twitch drops today, save them. Save them. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till the new content comes out. There might be some real banger of cards coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow at noon is the Twip show. However, an hour before that, my good friend EVC and NYC2, we will be on right here on my channel at 9 a.m. Mountain, 11 a.m. Eastern. And we always do a 1-hour pre-game hype show, hyping up the new cards that are coming out. And of course, that will be the April Game Changers. So please tune in tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, for EVC and myself. And we go over who we think might be in the set, and EVC updates you on who you guys picked this morning. If you watched EVC, you got a chance to guess which cards you might think are going to be in the set. And he also gives you his bunk picks. By bunk, I mean, I might be trying to, persuade you in a different direction. I don't have any inside information, but I think these are guys that are going to be in the set tomorrow. Bunk. Misleading, misinformation. That's what bunk is. So he always gives you a few players that he calls his bunk picks, and you have to pick which one of those you think is most likely not to get a card this week. So if you did not fill it out, if you missed the EVC stream today, just put exclamation guess in the chat, and that will bring up his form. And then you can fill that out. No rush. You have until noon tomorrow to get that filled out. And then we'll go over on my stream tomorrow morning. We'll go over the updated picks on what you, the community, think will be part of the new set tomorrow. All right. You pulled a 99 future Evan Carter. Dr. Greenleaf. Dr. Greenleaf. Is that true? Are you hallucinating, Dr. Greenleaf? If so, congratulations. That's one of the best. That is one of the top future legend cards from last week. It's always a tough choice when you pull a meta card. And I consider that Evan Carter a meta card because he could immensely help your team out now, but he could also build up your perfect points if you sell him. Because you mentioned that, he's going for about 200K right now. And then you pulled the Wally Moon out of a Twitch pack. Dr. Greenleaf is on fire. Dr. Greenleaf, can we rub your head? Can we rub your head to get a little bit of that pack luck? Are you a streamer? Do you have streamer luck? Man, those are two fantastic pulls there, Dr. Greenleaf. Always a tough call. Sell or keep, sell or keep. I think with Evan Carter, I would keep. I mean, if it was on my packs only team, I would absolutely keep because getting good cards is tough. But the other thing is when missions come out and we have future legend missions, Evan Carter is going to be even more valuable as a high diamond. So I would be probably wanting to keep that card, that 90, whatever it is, 99 diamond. But yeah, it's tempting because those 200,000 plus perfect points can go a long way too. All right. Your packs only team is pretty weak. If I sell them, I may never get another. Yeah, exactly. Right. On packs only. Did you say you pulled him on your packs only team? The Evan was on your. Oh, yeah. I would keep him for packs only. Remember, we're going to get to a point in packs only where 90% of all the managers are packs only managers. And if you have Evan Carter, that's going to be, a huge advantage for you because he's going to last for a while. Even if you have to use him at DH at some point or other positions, packs only, cards that you only get from packs. If it was on like a main team, I would probably sell him because he'll get passed by other meta that you could buy. But yeah, I would probably keep him on my main team. DVC's in the chat. There you go. There's the man. We're just talking about tomorrow. EVC and I are going to be on the pre-Twip show with the Amigos hype for the new content set. And if you put exclamation guess into the chat, you can enter in. EVC still taking entries for who you think will be in the set tomorrow. And of course, one of the questions usually involves his bunk pick. And you have to predict which one of these guys will not get a card tomorrow. So again, it is April Game Changers, and we'll preview with it a little bit more tomorrow. All right, back after the break, guys. We're just hitting a 2-minute break. So we'll be back in 2 minutes. Get your form filled out for the giveaway today. There you go. Put in exclamation, where is it here? Exclamation Wednesday to access the form. and we'll be back in 2 minutes' time. Go fill your coffee. We're halfway through the week. The hype train has left the station. Oh, the hype train, thanks to Popstongoria, Captain Kegleg, EVC and NYC2, Dr. _Greenleaf, D King 395 with the bits and re-upping the sub. Oh, EVC 17 months. 17 months already. Man, oh man, oh man. That takes us back to 2022. Times were so much simpler back in 2022. And 17 months, I can't believe it. It just seems like yesterday I reached out to Gorgo 2005 and I said, Gorgo, I watch you on Twitch. You know, I play OOTP. I'm thinking of, getting involved in this streaming thing. I think I can do okay. I'm a former teacher, so I'm used to talking to people. Can you help me out a little bit with this OBS? And it's like, Lap, what's OBS? You know, that program that you use to stream, OBS. He's like, what? I'm like, come on, Gorgo. I thought you're up with all the tech. OBS. Oh, you mean OBS? Oh, yeah. So we had, we had an hour video call, and he helped kind of get my way around OBS. And then after using it for a few months, I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to use something else. So I use a different program where I can, play kitty a little easier and stuff like that. So thank you guys for the hype train going there. Hype train level 1. We reached the Saskatchewan border once again. We can never get past Saskatchewan. We just always, I don't know if there's like an invisible wall there or something. Who built a wall between Saskatchewan and Alberta? So we got a layover in Saskatchewan. So thank you guys again. D King, Dr. Greenleaf, EVC and NYC2, Popstongoria, Captain Kegleg, and continued support of the Dog Pound. You guys are the best. I love you guys. I'm not afraid to say it. I love you. Not in that way. In a streamer, thank you very much way. Okay. EVC has his bunk. He has his pick to click. I like to give you my lapse lock of the week. I'm 1.5 for 2. 1.5 for 2. 1 week I picked, I forget who now, and Ichiro a couple weeks ago. Last week I picked a guy that hit 3 home runs, or 2 weeks ago, I picked a guy that hit 3 home runs off of Dwight Gooden on opening day for the opening day set. But EVC picked the same guy. So I said, well, let's have a backup pick. And both of our backup picks were correct. My backup pick was George Bell. So I'm going to count that as half a point. Yes. Yes, EVC. 1.5 out of 2 picks so far for the pick of the week. Lock of the week. Well, my lock of the week this week is not someone on EVC's bunk list. I'm sure he talked about him yesterday or today, but my lock of the week is Albert Pujols. Yes, Albert Pujols is my lock of the week. He's the guy that I think we're going to see some sort of card from tomorrow. And why would you pick him as your lock of the week? Well, because 2 reasons. I believe in synchronicity. And today, the 2006 Cardinals are playing, representing Jeff Steele Flex. And back in 2006, Albert Pujols set the April home run record. That's right. In 2006, Albert Pujols hit 14 dingers by the end of April. And that became the record at that point. Now, since then, a few other players have tied that record with 14, but he was the first to reach that mark. So, believing in synchronicity, playing with the 2006 Cardinals today, I am going with Albert Pujols as my lock of the week. All right. But Laptop Hound, he has a 91 in the game. Yeah, maybe he might not have like a perfect or a diamond or anything like that. Maybe they come out with another card, like a bronze or a silver. Maybe they come out with a second card. I could be wrong. I know I'm going out on a limb because he already has a 91 card. But he's my lock of the week just because of synchronicity. Just because the 2006 Cardinals are playing today. Maybe it should be on your bunk list here. My bunk pick for a guy I don't think is going to get a card. That's a tough one. That is a tough one. I'm thinking Ron Say. But there's been a lot of Dodger love recently. A lot of Dodger cards, especially LE cards, have come out. So I could totally be wrong on this. But if I was to make a bunk pick, it would be Ron Say. All right, there is my lock of the week. Well, I got to tell you guys another story. Who was in LA at the end of his career? You and your Dodgers, come on. Come on. Let's have a non-Dodger themed team, EVC. Let's make it a challenge for you. By the way, did you ever get that limited edition yet? Who was that? Don Newcomb? I can't even remember. There's been so many Dodgers. Limited edition. It's like, here's a Dodger. Here's another Dodger. Here's a Dodger. You get a Dodger. Oh, you can't, right? Because he didn't play in Dodger Stadium. Well, hey, stay tuned. I've got some news about Dodger Stadium a little bit later. Okay, here's another interesting story. You guys won't believe this, but I'm being trolled. Yeah. And I need you guys to do what you do as a community and do some investigating for me because it is a very, very hard troll. And even though I'm being trolled, don't see it as a negative. I think I found my OOTP soulmate. Yeah, sorry, EVC. Sorry. I think I found my OOTP soulmate. And why do you ask? Because my Rocky Mountain Gladiators this week are in some sort of league, and there's a lot of leagues, right? Think about it. There's all these rookie and diamond and gold and all these possible leagues out there. And in the league I am in the conference I am in, I feel like I've been attacked by pirates.
Ho, hi, ho, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. It's a ho, hey, hi, hey, farmers bar your doors when you see the Jolly Roger on Regina's mighty shores. It's a hey, ho, hi, ho, coming down the plains, stealing wheat and barley and all the other grains. It's a ho, hey, hi, hey, farmers.
Yeah, I've been hijacked. The pirates have come And like I said, if I heard there was a team out there called that, I'd be like, oh, cool. But for them to be in my league, in my conference, is kind of freaky. And so I looked at their team and said, okay, well, first of all, look at the manager's name. How dare you? How unacceptable that we have a manager named Steve 37. That's why I think I'm being trolled. Mind you, if they were trolling me, they would have to friend me, but then I would probably have to friend them. And I did not friend this manager, although I might now. So their team, you should be embarrassed, Steve 37, because on your pitching staff, you do not even have Dave Stieb on there. How loyal of a guy are you, or woman, or whoever, whatever kind of fan you are of Toronto? You do not have Dave Stieb, the 40 or the silver Dave Stieb, on your team. So that was kind of freaky. So you need to do some investigation. You need to track down the imposter, and you need the imposter to get a hold of me, because we need to have a talk. This Steve 37 that exists in the game now. Oh yeah. There's only one kissing bandit.
Plus, it's the last inning. Our guys are winning. They put down a smoker, a strike, and you got no doubt. What do you want? 16. Let's play ball. Okay. Blue Jays, let's play ball. We're talking about right-hander Dave Stieb. Dave Stieb. Dave Stieb.
Well, D King, if it actually was Dave Stieb, it'd be like, ooh, please DM me. Please DM me. Please. Okay, maybe not. Well, yeah, no, it would be that dramatic. It would be. So yeah, I thought I would present that to you today, guys, on this hump day, because I found that extremely weird that in my conference, in my league, there is a new team out there, the Toronto Stiebs, and EVC. I don't think they're a theme team, right? Because they don't have TTC. So they have not contacted you and said, hey, I want to be part of this theme team crew. They are not yet. Oh, go ahead and steal my idea from last year. Why don't you? 37 Stieb. There you go. There's the form again. If you haven't entered today's contest, you got a few more minutes to fill that out. And yeah, we'll see. They've got a losing record. All right. That's probably because they don't have Dave Stieb on their team. And no, and quite honestly, it's pretty cool. I laughed my butt off when I saw that. Yeah, Teddy O, you're not the first to say that. Maybe it is Dave Stieb. Could you imagine? Because, I've posted things on X, on Twitter, trying to reach out to Dave Stieb. And hey, does anyone know Dave Stieb? I talk about him in OOTP all the time. If you know him, have him call me. Well, not call me, but reach out to me. And I've only got 3 stalking, letters so far. I have not had one of those things that forces me to keep a certain distance from him, a restraining order. That has not come in yet, but that's probably going to come soon. That's probably in the mail. But if Dave Stieb or anyone knows Dave Stieb out there, yeah, have him get a hold of me. Have him come on the show and relive all the great memories as a Toronto Blue Jay and Chicago White Sox. because I will actually ask him about his time in the Chicago White Sox organization. And then we'll talk about everything except for broken up one hitters. Everything but. Teddy O, if you know a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy, I mean, hey, like you said, Steve 37 could be Dave Steve. Yeah. And he doesn't put himself on the team because that's kind of, kind of selfish. He's a little bit more humble than that, I would think. And, like I said, I love this community. This community is so wonderful. We hear it all the time. And a member of my Discord, by the way, if you're not in my Discord, get over there. Discord. Someone in my Discord, this person. He's often in chat. I don't know if he's here today. Participates in the bounty and jokes around, and he loves Kitty Kitty. And he listens to the hockey podcast too. Well, in the Discord, I want to thank, there he is. I want to thank Fussmucker, because when I looked at my Discord last night, I saw something, and I tell you, my wife was looking at me like, why are you laughing so hard, Lap? Yeah, she calls me Lap. Why are you laughing so hard? And I said, I can't show you. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. But Fussmucker and Boiled Egg, they like to do their little jokes on Discord. And I have to give credit to Fussmucker, because he came up with the meme of the year so far. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I've got nothing else to say. I've got nothing else to say, but that made me laugh. Thank you very much. I have been now replaced by the Toronto Steebs in my league this year. Oh, EVC, quiet. Is there a mod in the house? That's uncalled for. We need to ban that EVC. Time him out for 10 seconds. He's a genius. Don't make him, puff out his chest any more than he does. He's already kind of like, I got lapped this time. Yeah, well, you did. Well, that was pretty good, Fussmucker. Like I said, that is the meme of the cycle so far. And Dave, don't get distracted by wannabes. Do not get distracted by glittering new teams that show up. Because Dave, look at me, Dave. Don't look that way. Look at me, Dave. Dave, they don't even have you on their team. So what kind of fan would they be? EVC can verify that last year when I ran the Dave Steve official theme team, I had you on the team the entire cycle. And there were community members saying, Lap, it's time to replace Dave Steve. And I said, no, I will rather lose to EVC in the conference chip finals than take Dave Steve off the team. That's how dedicated I was to you, Dave. So do not forget that. Turn that neck the other way. Let's keep walking forward hand in hand, and do not get distracted by the imposters. Exactly, real Teddy-O. Right. This Toronto Steebs do not have emotes celebrating Dave like TX Jenks put. Oh, no. They do not have emotes. They do not have little Dave Steve clips and remind people of all your success and why you should be in the Hall of Fame. No. They don't even put you on their team. Okay, that's it. That's it. I just thought I'd share that with you guys. That was a good laugh. All right, when we come back after the break, We're going to do a quick check-in on the Packs only squads, how they're doing kind of midweek here. And then we're going to get to today's game's action. Again, fill out the form. There it is right there. Your chance to win 5 packs, predicting today's winners. We have, once again, let me go back up. We've got Canados representing the 1984 Detroit Tigers. They're going to be taking on home field advantage Giants from 1993. I don't own one of the other 3 jerseys, so Giants get all the love from Pops Dongoria. And in the second matchup, we have Jeff Steele Flex and his 2006 Cardinals. They will be taking on Run Blake Run 1 and the 1998 Padres. So when you're filling out the form, those are the teams that you're predicting. Back in 2 minutes' time. Go do some detective work, will you? Go find out who that imposter is. Show yourself, 37 Steve. All right, we are back after the break. Wednesday showdown. We'll get to the showdown in just a little bit. If you're just tuning in, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope you're getting through the work week okay. And put exclamation WED if you need access to the giveaway form today, predicting who is going to win the 2 matches in the showdown today. 4 great teams, 4 world championship teams going in to today's action. And Teddy-O, I'll see if I can zoom in on that. I should be able to zoom in on that and look at those names. Let me go back here a little bit here. You said the Detroit Tigers, that one there. All right, let's see if I can zoom in. Make the picture bigger. We got some old players there. There's all the names. Lance Parrish. Don Grubb, Kirk Gibson, Rusty Kuntz. Rusty Kuntz was on the team. Doug Bear, and don't forget the Bat Boy. Can't read his name. Dave Cohen was one of the Bat Boys. Dave and Dave. They got two Daves as their Bat Boys. That must have been their reason for success. All right. Let's put you back down. We don't want to glorify you more than the San Francisco Giants there, buddy. Okay, packs only. Let's talk a little bit about the packs only squads. Again, if you're interested in playing the game a different way where you can only assemble a team with cards that you pull in packs, come over to the Discord, check it out, sign up, and be part of a what do we call it? We don't want to call it a gang or a clan. We call it a group of baseball packs only lovers. 104 teams right now and counting, spread along amongst all the different leagues so far, including Tesuiji, who is our only representative playing in Diamond right now. So go Tesuiji. Make it to the World Series this week because you automatically will go to Perfect Team. Yes, if you are in Diamond and you make the World Series, you'll be in Perfect Team next week. So we got a bunch of people there, and EVC runs his theme team. I'm running the packs only, and we just love it. We love, providing you guys a different way of playing the game. So we're currently in the 2027 season. If you want to join, one basic rule: you cannot have bought any card on the card shop. Not 2 weeks ago, not at the beginning of the game. You cannot use a team that has bought any cards off the card shop. If that rule has been met, then you qualify to be part of the packs only club. So go over to the Discord, sign up there. If you download OOTP Go, you get another free account. So you can start up an entirely new team if you have OOTP Go. So that gives you 3 on your desktop version, 1 on Go, and maybe you want to make that 4th one a packs only squad. Yeah, we're having a lot of fun over there looking at each other's fire polls, because believe me, a fire poll for packs only is much, much more satisfying than a fire poll on your regular team, because it's hard to get good cards unless your name is EBC. He seems to get good cards on this squad. Shouting out the winners from last week again in packs only. VR Mind won the Rookie League last week. Congratulations. Tim Cochran was the MVP for him in the playoffs. Also, Esks2 and the Insect Overlords, they took the Stone League, being a packs only team, and they had to beat 3 non-packs only teams, which is very tough to do because they have access to every card if they want them. So congratulations to Esks2 on winning Stone last week. Sean Sol 10, Alamo, manager of Alamo, he has now won 2 packs only championship. Last week, he was able to take the Stone level championship. And Ravencrest with the Warriors, the Ravencrest Warriors beat out a very, very good Pactal Nex team, swept them, had an amazing run in the playoffs, and took the Iron Championship. And it gets even better because we had a silver champion all the way up to silver. Phil B took silver, his 2nd title, back-to-back titles, won the bronze, won the silver, and took it 4-1 with his Lyman Greyhounds. So you can have success with packs only. And the more teams that join, the more likelihood we're going to get a league with 30 packs only teams. So you're only competing against other packs only teams. So again, if you want to get involved, head over to the Discord. Lots of people there to help you out, and we can get you into a friends list starting on Monday. Okay, here is your 5-minute warning to fill out the form. 5-minute warning. Is Go for free? No, Go is not for free. Brent, Go is not for free. It does cost some money this year. So if you want the convenience of doing things from your bed and not getting up like I do at 9:20 in the morning, 7:20 in the morning my time to enter the 5L, I just wake up, go to my phone, enter 5L. Okay, back to sleep. But you do get that free extra opportunity to create another team, and you do get the convenience of playing it on the go, like entering tournaments and all those other things. So for whatever it is, $9.99 a year to download it, $9.99 to me. Hey, I'm willing to give up a couple Starbucks coffees. I used to buy PT Plus last year, so for me it was no decision. 2 months of PT Plus, 2 coffees, for the convenience of not having to come down and boot up my desktop every morning. Yeah, it was well worth it. Okay, what else is going on? NASBeast with the stretch. Yeah. Thank you. Sometimes as we stream, and you know this NASBeast too, sometimes as we stream, we forget to hydrate and we forget to do things like stretch. And while I'm stretching, brought to you by DKing395, he wants to hear our K-Tel selection of the month.
Hey, witch doctor, give us the magic words.
Ooh. Thank you, D King for playing that. And no, I guess I should have called myself Desktop Hound. Doesn't really go well together though. I have a laptop, but I have a very old laptop, and it can't probably handle the things I need to do on it. So when I got into streaming, you only have a certain budget to buy equipment and microphones and lights and all that other stuff. And it was either get a desktop or a laptop. Can't get both. So I went with the desktop, and I'm okay with that. I used a laptop so much when I was teaching that I'm just fine. I'm fine sitting in front of the desktop. The bigger the desk, the happier I am. Absolutely. Yeah. More monitors I have, the happier I am too. Boiled egg, by the way. Boiled egg, I heard on one of his streams. I think it was on one of his streams. He has talk about having a lot of monitors. Boiled Egg, who runs FHM Online League Fantasy with FHM 10. EVC, give him a shout out. Boiled Egg 1974. Want to check him out if you're a hockey fan. Runs a wonderful fantasy hockey online league. If you're interested, go watch him. You can sign up. You can make up a new team. You can use an existing team. He's looking for people to join the league. He streams a few times a week, the different results. FHM 10 is behind in terms of graphics and what you can do on there compared to OOTP. There is no perfect team. Thank goodness, because I would probably be out some money if there was. But go check him out. Boiled Egg 1974 on Twitch. Okay. Before I close off the form, this day in history. Every Wednesday, I like to go through and tell you guys what's been happening over the years on that specific day, April 10th. You share a birthday with someone? Are you an April birthday boy or a girl? Are you someone that remembers April 10th for a specific reason? Well, let's look at baseball history and see what took place. And what a better way to start than with one of the legends of the game. It was on this day in 1947, 77 years ago today, Jackie Robinson debuted for the Brooklyn Dodgers. Now, I doubt many of us were around back then to remember that occasion, but we know Jackie Robinson Day is coming up next week. And we know, wow, we don't know for sure, but we can assume there are going to be some Jackie Robinson card or cards coming out next week. So again, if you have some packs that you haven't opened yet, you might want to save them for tomorrow, or you might even want to save them for next week, because I think next Thursday is going to be a big possible Jackie Robinson type of set. Now, I think Jackie Robinson Day is on Wednesday, so maybe they do a a special card for Wednesday, or they leave it for Twipped on Thursday. We don't know yet. Never played in Dodger Stadium. Ooh, that one hurts. And I'll have to tell you, one of my favorite card art from OOTP 24 was the Jackie Robinson PTCS card. Last year was the first year that OOTP put the real life image of historical players in the game. Prior to that, it was always the faceless players, right? It was always the drawings of players. Last year, for the first time, they put in real life photos. And I'm telling you what a difference it makes in a lot of those cards. So we did have Jackie Robinson for every level. We had iron, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, and perfect. Plus we had this card here. And the perfect card came out on Jackie Robinson Day last year. And it lasted, I don't know, EVC. How long did that last? Till November, maybe, that players were using him? Like, he lasted a good 5 months in OOTP 24, probably longer. And yeah, this card came out late in the year as a PTCS reward card, and it was just what a card. What a card. He doesn't have a card yet in the game this year, understandably. I'm sure we'll get one next week. Also, on this day in history, the Chicago White Sox, Nellie Fox, back in 1959, went 5 for 7, and he hit a 14th inning 2-run home run shot after Don Mossy to beat the Detroit Tigers. So celebrating 65 years ago today, Nellie Fox goes off against the Tigers. We do not have a Nellie Fox in the game yet this year. We do have a Immortal card. He was part of that wonderful Immortal series last year. Got up to a 98, never did get a perfect card, but he did have this 98 card in OOTP 24. Yeah, Brent, learning about the history is one of my favorite things too. I love hearing stories about some of these cards. Like I said, before Perfect Team in 2019, I knew baseball history, but I know it so much more now since you study the cards and you study the players behind the cards. So I agree, Brent. On this day in 1962, speaking of cards with real life images on it, so it was 38, 48, 58, 66 years ago? No, 62 years ago. 62 years ago, Roberto Clemente would hit a grand slam on opening day for the Pirates. 406 feet. It will be the only Pirates opening day grand slam until Neil Walker did it back in 2011. So again, quite the accomplishment. It held for over 50 years. Grand slam for Roberto Clemente on this day back in April 1962. And of course, no Roberto Clemente card in the game yet, but one of those fantastic tribute sets last year where he had an iron, bronze, silver, gold, diamond, perfect. I played the heck out of that bronze for Roberto Clemente in tournaments. And again, one of the top 5 art cards last year was this one. In fact, on the Waggy Awards that we hosted, EVC, Ezra Denny, and myself, should still be on my VOD if you want to check that out. This was voted by the community above Lou and above Jackie Robinson as the best tribute card art in last year's version. What a great card that is. What a fantastic, just a sharp image too, not blurry or anything like that. Brent goes right to Johnny Dickshot. Yeah, neither did Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon, who is a big fan now of Johnny Dickshot. He did not know much about him before the card came out. And one for EVC, the guy with many hats, the guy willing to put on anything that you pay your EVC biscuits for. On this day, 1962, The same day that Roberto Clemente hit that grand slam, Dodger Stadium would debut. They would lose 6-3 to the Reds. So I assume you're a theme team, EVC. From this point forward, anyone that played for the Dodgers would qualify for your theme team. So very cool when we can connect community and fellow affiliate streamers to the game, to baseball history. EVC's running a theme team of all players that played as a Dodger in Dodger Stadium. Excellent. Good. Okay, guys, it is time to get on to our first series here. So I'm going to go close off the form. Plenty of time to finish that off. Then we're going to play out the first matchup. We'll go back and look at how the pack. Find out what you guys are thinking. Who is going to win? Wow, it is really close. 32% think that the hometown Giants and the visiting Cardinals. So Pops Dongoria and Jeff Steele Flex get the love today from the community. 52% think that the first series will only take 2 games. It will be a sweep, and that the second series will go 3 games. 5 to 8 home runs by both teams in Series 1. 5 to 8 home runs by both teams in Series number 2. And then we have our tiebreakers. What is the total runs scored by both teams in the first series? Anything from 7 up to 56. That's quite the spread. And everything from 8 all the way up to 68. There you go. Okay. Game on. Let me create my sheet first. And okay, April 10th. So there are a couple here we have to get rid of. It's put 2 on from last week. So let's just delete those. Boom. Delete row. Delete row. There we go. April 10th. April 10th. Good. 31 entries. Okay. So if you, again, if you just have purchased OOTP 25 and it's your first version of the game, it's not all just Perfect Team. It's not all just, opening packs of cards and putting a team together. A lot of people do play just Perfect Team, but some of you like to play historical games. And you can play any 2 teams from history from 1901 up until 2023. And the way that you do that is you go to new standard game? No, not that. We don't want that. New custom game? No. Geez, I forget where it is now. It is where? New game. There it is. New game, historical exhibition. And then on this screen, this is where you pick the teams that you want. So our first matchup is the Detroit Tigers. They are the away team from 1984. Detroit. Home team will be the 1993, first year of the Power Years, and the San Francisco Giants. San Francisco, of course, this is the year, or no, is it 1993? Was it that long ago? No. Was it? Yeah, 1993, San Francisco Giants. That's the year the Blue Jays won the World Series. All right, interesting. And the 1984 Detroit Tigers. Cool, we got that. Detroit had 104 wins. San Francisco had 103 wins. So, man, it is 2 good teams going at it. We're using the default modern era. We're only playing 3 games with a 1-1-1 rotation. Home, away, home. End of season rosters, and we're going to disable injuries. No one gets injured. Double check. Away team, Tigers. Home team, Giants, 93-84. 3 games, 1-1-1. Good, good, good. Create exhibition. Again, in round 1, we always fast sim game number 1. So we don't watch any of the first game. We play ball, we play it, and then we sim to the end of the game. Start game. So before you see the game 1 result, I'm going to leave this on the screen. We're going to take our break. Here's the lineups here. Take a look at who is playing for the 93 Giants and the 84 Tigers, and we'll sim game 1 when we get back in 2 minutes' time. Thanks for hanging out on this. All right, so we are back. Welcome in a community showdown where 63 members and myself in the community have chosen a team to represent each of teams of the past that we might remember and love. And the winner is going to get a lot of packs because along the way, every time a team wins, they get 10 packs every round. So if you win the first round, that's 10 packs. You win round 2, that's another 10 packs and another 10 packs. So by the time we get to the finals, that's going to be about 50 packs for each of the finalists, plus the overall winner. The ultimate survivor of this community showdown is going to get a special gift mailed out by me to you when we finish the tournament. So here we go. Here are your game 1 lineups for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Leading off, Alan Trammell. Hitting second will be Lou Whitaker. Chet Lemon, playing center field, will be hitting third. Kurt Gibson will be in the cleanup role. Lance or Larry? Lance Parrish will be catching. Playing first base, we have Darrell Evans. In left field, Rupert Jones. Hitting eighth will be third baseman Tom Brookins. And pitching today for your Detroit Tigers, 1984, will be Jack Morris. Back in 1984, Jack Morris was 19-11 with a 3.60 ERA. In the game right now, 29 years old. For your San Francisco Giants, leading off will be center fielder Darren Lewis. In the number 2 spot, Will Clark. Back in 1993, Will Clark hit 283 as a 29-year-old for the Giants. In the number 3 slot, power hitter Matt Williams. Matt Williams, 294, had 38 home runs back in 1993. In the number 4 slot, yes, they do have him in the game, in the base game. They do have his name, Barry Bonds, 29 years old, 46 home runs back in 1993. He will be hitting in the cleanup spot. In the number 5 slot will be Robbie Thompson. Hitting 6th, Dave Martinez. 7th and playing shortstop will be Mike Benjamin. Not Jody Reed. No, we've got Jeff Reed catching for San Francisco and pitching today back in 1993, 21-8. Billy Swift. Yes, Billy Swift will be pitching for San Francisco in Game 1. Pops Dongoria, let us know. Was that the right choice by the AI? Was he their top starter last year or in 1993? He looked pretty good, 21-8 with a 2.82 ERA. Again, we sim through the entire game for Game 1. Let's do it. Good luck to Canados and your Tigers, and to Pops Dongoria and your Giants. Game 1 is in, and the hometown San Francisco Giants will take this one by a score of 5-3. San Francisco will score runs in the first and second. Detroit will tie it up in the 4th inning. They will take the lead in the top of the 5th, and then San Francisco will score 2 of their own in the bottom of the 5th and 1 in the bottom of the 7th. Go Giants, wearing the Giants jersey. Not because I love Pops Dongoria more, but because it's the only jersey I own of the 4. I don't have a Tigers, a Cardinals, or a Padres jersey. Although I'd love one of those old school Padre jerseys. For San Francisco, they would get home runs, unexpected home run from Mr. Benjamin. Mr. Benjamin, Mike Benjamin, only had 4 home runs in 1993, and he gets one here in the playoffs. Mr. Barry Bonds will get a home run as well, and Matt Williams. So 3 dingers for San Francisco. And it looks like all 3 of them would come off of Jack Morris, I think. Let's see. Matt Williams hit one in the 7th, so no. Scherzer did give up a home run. Billy Swift will take the win. He goes 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts. He would give up a couple home runs as well. 1 to Darrell Evans in the 4th inning and 1 to Alan Trammell in the 5th inning. Barry Bonds is your player of the game for Game 1. All right, we are going to go to game number 2. We're traveling to Detroit. Couple off days. Here we are. Will it be a sweep, or will we be heading back to San Francisco? Again, we fast sim all the way up to the 7th inning. We go half inning by half inning, and if we're within a couple runs, we'll play out the last 3 innings. If we're not, we'll keep on going half inning by half inning. In the matchup today for your hometown Detroit Tigers, Randy O'Neal. A surprising start here for Detroit. He only pitched in 4 games back in 1984, a 2-1 record with a 3.38 ERA. For San Francisco, they've got John Burkett on the mound. There you see the profile for John Burkett. And back in 1993, John Burkett went 22-7. Man, what a stacked pitching squad they had for San Francisco. 22-7 with a 3.65 ERA. Patman, you own a Dave Martinez bat? This guy right here? How cool is that? Careful, Pops Dongoria might be stalking you now. He might send you a DM going, do you own up Dave Martinez bat? Because I'm a big fan of San Francisco. Very cool. Jackson Holiday making his major league debut for Fenway. Keep us updated. Let us know if he gets a dinger right in his first game. All right, let's go. Pops Dongoria wondering if he can do the sweep here. I don't think Canados is in the chat today. Nothing for San Fran. 0-0 after 1. San Francisco will score one in the top of the second inning. A walk to Barry Bonds. Robbie Thompson will strike out. Dave Martinez will fly out. And then Mike Benjamin. What a series he's had so far, Pops. Home run in the first game and now a double to get an RBI in game number 2. Unexpected hero so far, Mike Benjamin. What do you remember about him, Pops? Do you remember much about Mike Benjamin? Probably more known for his defense at shortstop, I would imagine. All right, can Detroit get anything going in the bottom of the second? They get a hit, but no runs. We head to the third inning. 1-0 San Fran. San Francisco, once again, they get another run in the top of the third. John Burkett will strike out. Darren Lewis will single. Or no, Darren Lewis will fly out. So 2 outs. Will Clark comes up and he gets a single. Matt Williams will single. Clark will move over to third. And then Barry Bonds will single in Will Clark for the second run of the game. So the top dogs are performing. Bottom of the third, Detroit gets a hit, no runs. We head to the fourth inning, 2-0 for San Francisco. They get a hit, no runs. We go to the bottom of the fourth. And Detroit blows it open. John Burkett does not have a great fourth inning. Kirk Gibson will walk. Lance Parrish will fly out, and then Darrell Evans will tie up the game with a 2-run home run. Rupert Jones will be the second out of the inning. Howard Johnson will double. Nelson Simmons will get an RBI with a single. And then Alan Trammell will walk, and Lou Whitaker will drive home the fourth run before Chet Lemon strikes out swinging. Wow, how things have turned, but we're still early. And the good news is San Fran has that 1-game cushion right now. We go to the top of the fifth. Nothing for San Fran. Bottom of 5. Detroit gets nothing. Top of 6. San Fran gets a hit or 2, but they cannot score any runs. So we're heading to the bottom of the 6th inning. 0-0 in the 6th inning for both teams. All right, here we go. We're heading to the 7th inning. Again, we're going to play it out because we're within 2 runs. San Francisco gets a hit up the middle. Lewis will get on base, and San Fran has the tying run at the plate in the form of Will Clark. So with a runner on first, Clark, Williams, and Bonds are due up for the Giants. Matt Wilcox with the pitch. Stolen base. Gutsy call there. Down by 2. Getting your Darren Lewis, though. He has a pretty good speed. Look at that. He's a speedy guy. In real life, in 1993, he had 46 stolen bases. Okay, he's probably the only guy I would give a green light to. So the question is, do you walk Will Clark to pitch to Barry Bonds? I don't think so. I think they're going to pitch to Will Clark. Wilcox with the pitch. Clark drives that one to second. That's going to move the runner. What a call, Pops. What a call by your manager to take the stolen base. That kind of takes away the double play. So instead of 2 out, no one on, we've got 1 out and a runner on third for Matt Williams. 1 away. Williams drives that one into center field, and that one is caught. Chet Lemon with the grab, over the shoulder grab there for the second out. San Fran will get a run though. With the tag up there. So key RBI there for Matt Williams. Well, what do you do? What do you do? Do you pitch to Barry Bonds with 2 outs and he representing the tying run? I think you do. I don't think they're going to intentionally walk him. Maybe it's more of a intentional walk. Barry Bonds at the plate against Matt Wilcox. And there it is. Yeah. 3-1 counts. He takes it on the outside and he is on first base. Robbie Thompson at the plate. Hitless in the series so far, and he goes down swinging. We head to the bottom of the 7th. San Francisco down by 1 to the 84 Detroit Tigers. Dave Burba on the mound. Back in 1993, Dave Burba went 10-3 with a 4.25 ERA, 88 strikeouts, and only 37 walks. So definitely a high K to walk ratio. That one popped up into foul territory, grabbed by the first baseman. Will Clark takes that one away. Kurt Gibson at the plate. He got things going in the 4th inning. Slow roller over to short, over to first for the second out. 2 away for Lance Parrish. Lance Parrish back in 1984 hit 237, but he did have 33 home runs. So here's a guy that didn't get on base much, but did hit a lot of dingers. Parrish, strikeout looking. We go to the top of the 8th. Martinez, Benjamin, and Reed due up for the Giants. That one hit into left field, and another outstanding defensive play by Herndon for the first out of the 8th inning. Todd Benzinger comes in to pinch hit. Okay, Todd Benzinger. It's one of your utility guys, I guess, for the Giants. Coming over from Kansas City, Los Angeles. So this is his first year with the Giants. Hitting 288, 6 home runs, 26 RBIs, struck out quite a bit. What can you do up against Matt Wilcox? That one, the second, and over to first for the second out of the inning. We go to the number 8 hitter, catcher Jeff Reed. San Fran, if they can get one guy on base here, they're going to have a pretty good shot in the 9th inning with the big guys coming up. But they need someone on base. Jeff Reed at the plate. Reed pops it over second baseman. That's going to fall for a hit. And the best news is they get deeper into the lineup now. That's going to bring up pinch hitter. I don't want to pronounce his name because I don't know how. Mark C. Back in 1993 with the San Francisco Giants, he hit 327, 169 at-bats, 49 hits, 9 doubles, 7 home runs. So it looks like a good pinch hitter for the Giants back then. Carry on? Okay, thanks, Pops. That's easy. So he looked like a valuable piece there on the bench there for the Giants. Had a successful season. Wilcox still in the game. Carry on. That one is driven into right field. And with 2 out, the San Francisco Giants have runners on first and third with the top of the order coming up. You know what that means? We're guaranteed to see a Barry Bonds appearance at some point. Darren Lewis, center fielder, at the plate. Lewis to short. That's going to be a fielder's choice for the third out of the inning. All right, Bud Black will come in for your Detroit Tigers back in 1980, or for your San Francisco Giants. For 1993, Bud Black, what did he do? 1993, 8 wins, 2 losses. Man, did everyone have a winning record for San Fran? 8-2, 3.56 ERA. Looks like a decent guy to bring in. Only down by 1. Can he hold the fort? Evans at the plate for Detroit. Little squibber in front of the mound. Bud Black fires it over in time for the first out of the 8th inning. Mike Laga will take a walk. 1 on, 1 out. Game 2 of the Community Showdown first series. Howard Johnson, dangerous hitter at the plate. Lines that one into right field, and that one is gone. Just over the right field fence, and the Detroit Tigers add a little bit of insurance here. Looking forward to that bottom of the 9th, or top of the 9th, but San Fran is going to have to put together a much bigger rally now. Bud Black gives up the 2-run shot. One gets by the infield. That's going to be another runner on for Detroit. Herndon on first. Alan Trammell at the plate. Yeah, the Detroit Stars are coming up now. Herndon round second over to third, and Trammell will take second on the throw. 1 out, 2 on for Lou Whitaker. And he strikes out swinging. 2 down. Jet Lemon at the plate, robbed. Oh, that's looks like a balk there. Bud Black with the balk. That's going to score Herndon with the 7th run for the Tigers, and I think we may be done here, folks. Jet Lemon, RBI, make that 8-3. San Fran will bring in another reliever. Brian Hickerson will come into the game, and he will strike out Kurt Gibson for the final out of the 8th. Here we go. Down by 5, Dan Petrie. Pitching to Will Clark. I would not count out San Fran yet. They got some big guns coming up. Lemon reaches that one. 1-0 or 1 out. Matt Williams now at the plate. And he is going to get things started here with 1 out in the 9th. Matt Williams gets the single. Barry Bonds at the plate. Bonds swings at a ball that was low. Robbie Thompson, 2 outs, 1 on, and a roller to third. That gets by both the third baseman and the shortstop. 2 on, 2 out for Dave Martinez. Speaking of Dave Martinez, he's got a chance to keep things going here. Inside. Well. The tying run is now on deck. Royce Clayton, shortstop, up against legendary Willie Hernandez, now in the game to close things out for the Detroit Tigers. Can he close it out? He will. Clayton will watch the screwball cross the plate. Detroit ties up this series at 1. Canados back in the showdown. 8 runs on 11 hits for your Detroit Tigers. San Francisco take the lead early, but they give up 4 runs in the 4th inning, and that is enough for the Tigers. Your player of the game is Darrell Evans. Darrell Evans will have 3 hits, 2 RBIs, and 1 run. Also, multiple hit game for Howard Johnson, who came on to play third base later in the game. For your San Francisco Giants, they would get 2 hits from Matt Williams, 2 hits from Mike Benjamin, and 2 hits from Jeff Reed. John Burkett takes the loss, 4 earned runs, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. And Mr. Scherrer, even though he gave up a home run, no, he didn't give up a home run. That was game 1. He comes in on relief and will pick up the win. Hernandez gets the save. Well, guess what? We get to go back to the left coast. And we have a do or die game here. back in San Francisco. Looks like Trevor Wilson is going to be pitching for Detroit. No, for San Francisco. And for Detroit, it is Roger Mason. We'll be back with game number 3 in 2 minutes' time. Who is going to take the first showdown? All right, we are back. We are back. We are back. Thank you, Damp. Damp with the raid in, bringing over a few more members over to watch this community showdown. Thank you so much for raiding in, Damp. Hope you had a good stream, and I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday. I think, are you a PAX only? Are you a PAX only team? I think maybe, right? Or you were thinking about it, maybe. So thank you, Damp, for coming in. And yeah, Pops Dongoria was on the verge of sweeping the 1984 Tigers. Gavacom apologizes for the balk, and we go to game number 3. But in celebration of the 1,701 person following the channel, 1701. You gotta celebrate 1701.
Shut up, Sprocket.
It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. It's worse than that. He's dead, Jim. Dead, Jim. Dead.
It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it, not as we know it. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it, not as we know it. Captain.
They're Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow. They're Klingons on the starboard bow, starboard bow, Jim.
Yes, 1701. If you're not familiar with Star Trek, if you know the significance of 1701. That one goes out to the pound for all you guys that are following. Thanks again for the subscriptions today. Thanks for watching, tuning in, collecting those drops. But it is time to go to game 3. Game 3, Roger Mason going up against Trevor Wilson. Again, we go up to the 7th inning, half inning by half inning. And if it's within a couple runs, we play it out. Otherwise, we keep on going. So good luck to Canados and to Pops Dongoria. Top of the first inning, Detroit will get nothing. San Francisco comes up, and wow, Pops Dongoria loves the home cooking. Bottom of the first inning, Darren Lewis will lead off with a walk, a wild pitch will move Lewis to second. That will create a walk situation for Will Clark. And Matt Williams with the 3-run home run. TX Jenks, 1993. These are the World Series champions. 1993 San Francisco Giants playing the World Series champions 1984 Tigers. So a 3-run shot by Matt Williams. Barry Bonds will ground out, fly out for Robbie Thompson, and Dave Martinez will walk before Mike Benjamin. Dave Martinez walks, and then he's caught stealing. So Mike Benjamin will lead off the bottom of the second. All right, let's go to the top of the second. Detroit gets a hit, no runs. We go to bottom of 2. Nothing for San Francisco. They've got 3 runs on 1 hit. We go to the top of the third. Detroit inching their way back. Just like game number 2, Nelson Simmons will lead off and strike out. Rupert Jones will single. Alan Trammell will single. That moves Jones over to third. Chet Lemon will walk. Bases loaded for Kirk Gibson. He will walk, which brings in run number 1. Lance Parrish will sack fly, and Lou Whitaker will ground out. So Mr. Trevor Wilson, not a very good second inning there. A lot of walks. Dave Rozema in the game for San Francisco. No, for San Francisco? No, for Detroit. Wow, they went to the bullpen early. I wonder what happened because injuries are off. Detroit brings in Dave Rozema. I guess they must have 1984 or playing modern environments. So maybe the AI decided to throw in an opener there. All right, let's see if San Francisco can get anything done in the bottom of the third. Pops Longoria, wipe that smile off your face, buddy. I see you smiling there. Come on, you're clutching a San Francisco bobblehead for luck right now, aren't you? Come on. Nothing to be ashamed of. Bottom of the third inning, Darren Lewis will strike out. Will Clark will single. Matt Williams will single Clark to second. Barry Bonds will single in Will Clark. Williams goes to third, and Bobby Thompson will load the bases up with a walk, and Dave Martinez striking out, and Mike Benjamin will double in both Matt Williams and Barry Bonds. Jeff Reed, though, will fly out to end the inning, and San Francisco gets those runs back and more. It is 6-2 going to the top of the fourth. Detroit, no runs in the top of the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Another run for San Francisco. Trevor Wilson helps his own cause with a double. Aurelio Lopez will come in for Detroit. Johnny Grubb will go into right field. Darren Lewis will single home Trevor Wilson for the run in the bottom of the fourth inning. All right. We go to the top of the fifth. Cover your eyes, Pops Longoria. Not looking good for you in that inning. Leading 7-2, Detroit comes back with 4 of their own. Somewhere Sporer is smiling. Rupert Jones will fly out. Trammell walks. Chet Lemon walks. Grubb, who came into right field in the previous inning, he will single in Alan Trammell from second. And then Lance Parrish with the 3-run home run. Back in 1984, Parrish had 33 dingers, so I guess that's not unexpected. Well, it is a 1-run game here as we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Aurelio Lopez still in for the Detroit Tigers. Can San Fran come back again to erase some of that 4 runs from Detroit. They do not. We go to the top of the 6th, 1-run game. Detroit, bottom of the order coming up. Breathe a sigh of relief for that inning there, Pops, because Detroit will get nothing in the top of the 6th. We've got Lewis, Clark, and Williams coming up for San Francisco. Goose eggs for both teams in the 6th inning. Here we are, 1-run game. Bud Black, who didn't have a great game in game 2, pitching to Alan Trammell. The full screen on this one. First out of the 7th inning. Going to bring up Chet Lemon, the number 3 hitter for Detroit. Into foul territory and grab just before the stands. A fan did not reach out and grab that ball. The hometown fans know what they should be doing. Johnny Grubb at the plate. Had a hit in his last at bat. Defensive replacement. He will take a walk. Bud Black gives up a walk. 1 on, 2 out for Lance Parrish, who hit a 3-run shot in the 5th inning. That will be the 3rd out. San Francisco dodges another bullet there. We have the 7th inning stretch. Feel free to sing along. For the home team. And hey, you can't have a 7th inning stretch without a little bit
Peanuts, get your peanuts here.
And feel free to grab some.
Red Hots, get your Red Hots here.
Yes, peanuts, Cracker Jacks, as we go to the bottom of the 7th. Due up, Barry Bonds, Robbie Thompson, and Dave Martinez. Here comes BB. Over to short, and they get the out at first. 1 away. Doug Bear in for the Detroit Tigers, 2nd inning of work. And that's going to be a strikeout for Robbie Thompson. Dave Martinez at the plate. Does he have the magical bat here? Well, low and outside. That's going to be a runner on for San Francisco with 2 outs here in the 7th inning. Mike Benjamin at the plate. Another walk. Back-to-back walks, and that's going to be it for Doug Bear. Dan Petrie coming in now for the Tigers with number 8 hitter catcher Reed at the plate. Over to short. All the way across to first base for the 3rd out of the inning. We will head to the top of the 8th in a 1-run game. Detroit looking to get 1 to tie it up. Whitaker, Evans, and Brookins coming up for Detroit. Kevin Rogers in the game. Rogers, fly ball, left field, 1 away. Darrell Evans, dangerous hitter now. 1 swing can tie it. Second baseman, over to first, 2 out. That's going to bring up Tom Brookins, the 3rd baseman. Hitless in the series so far. 0 for mini. 1 into right field. Easy play for Martinez, and that's going to be the 3rd out. We head to the bottom of the 8th. San Francisco up by 1. Pinch hitting Todd Benzinger. Over to 3rd, fires it across the mound for the 1st out of the 8th inning. Darren Lewis at the plate. He will take a walk. Petrie gives up the walk. San Fran as a runner on first. 1 away. And now you got Will Clark, Matt Williams, Barry Bonds coming up. First, Will Clark drives that one to second, over to second, back to first for the inning-ending double play. Detroit gets out of the inning, giving up one hit, no runs. We go to the top of 9. Rod Beck looking to close it off. Pops, how confident are you in Rod Beck? There's his profile. He's known to give up a few home runs in his career. Back in 1993 with the Giants. .48 saves, 3 wins, 1 loss. Did give up 11 home runs. Here we go. Top of 9. Series on the line. 3 outs away from moving on to the round of 32 are the 1993 San Francisco Giants. Larry Herndon will pinch hit in the pitcher spot. Herndon to short, over to first, 1 away. Rupert Jones, left fielder, coming in, a guy with some speed. Let's see what he can do here up against Beck. Oh, what a pitch. Freezes the hitter. And back to the dugout he goes. All right, Pops, here we go. 2 away. Alan Trammell hitting .417 in the World Series so far. Beck. Trammell. Pitch. Over to second. In time for the out, and your 1993 San Francisco Giants will move on.
All right. Yes.
Fantastic. Well, Pops, as always, just so I have it on record, fire me off a whisper there. Let me know which account you want those 10 packs to be sent to. Again, it could take a few days because the sender of packs is on vacation, but the sender said that they'll try and get them sent off in due diligence. So it may take a day or two, but congratulations, 93 Giants. That's the second manager that chose the 84 Tigers so far in this competition, and both 84 Tigers teams have lost. All right, the box score. Matt Williams is your player of the game. Matt Williams will go 2 for 4 with 3 RBIs, a couple hits. Winning pitcher today is Mr. Jackson. Michael Jackson will take the win. Rogers, Black will come on for the hold, and Rod Beck, his second save of the series. So he will get the save in game 1 and in game 3 for your Detroit Tigers. Not much to celebrate other than Lance Parrish and his 3-run home run back in the 5th inning, which got Detroit within a run, but they could not score anything in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th inning. Great job by the San Francisco pitchers to limit any other scoring for Detroit. All right, some numbers we have to write down. How many home runs in the series? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 home runs were hit by both teams. And in terms of runs scored, it was 8 plus 11 is 19 plus 13, 32 runs scored. 32 runs. San Fran, 1993. They will advance. All right, when we come back, a little bit more of this day in baseball history, plus we go on to round number 2, game number 2, match number 2. Those 98 Padres are taking on Jeff Steele Flex and his 2006 Cardinals. What a series that's going to be. Back in 2 minutes. All right, so we are back. We are back. We are back. We filled the beverage here, stretched a little bit. And yes, the Detroit Tigers of 1984 will lose. And Mr. Audit has something to say for those Detroit Tigers of 1984. Yes. Well, we knew that was probably going to be a close series, probably a little closer than Pops wanted. But he got it done, and he will go on to the round of 32. He will win 10 packs and get a chance to win 10 more when we do get to the round of 32. Well, back to a little bit about this day in baseball history. On Wednesdays, I like to reflect back on the past a little bit, tell you a little bit about what took place on an April 10th. And on this day back in 1969, what's that, 55 years ago? Yeah, 55 years ago, Tommy Agee of the New York Mets would hit a home run that would reach the seats, making it the longest home run to reach the seats in Shea Stadium history. Man, just looking at his picture there, I don't even know what he looks like in real life, but I see his picture here, and he looks like a monster. He looks stacked. So they even got I guess a little celebratory plaque or wall hanging or something there. Tommy Agee, April 10th, 1969, the longest home run to reach the seats in Shea Stadium history. Well, he does not have a card in this year's version of the game yet. You cannot put him into your lineup and get that monster shot. But he did have a card in OOTP 24, 76 rated silver card. And then he had a Baseball Reference Series 4 card. That was the card. That was the one that was much better than that silver card. Boston Red Sox version of him back in 1966. So I don't know, Mr. Audit, if he hit a lot of monster shots for your team back in the 60s. But with the New York Mets, when he went to New York in 1969, he did hit that monster shot. Shout out of the stream. Every stream, I like to shout out one affiliate here. And today it's to NASBase. Big shout out to NASBase. If you're not following NASBase, what are you doing? Go follow him. He provides you some great insight on live cards to play in the PT Live. If you're looking to improve your PT Live play, go check out NASBase. Big supporter of the channel. I interviewed him one time when he just became an affiliate with OOTP. And I'm sure that when he comes on, you're going to learn a lot from him and his content. Kansas City Royal fan, I believe, I'm pretty sure, from the Kansas City area. NASBase, www.twitch.tv/NASBase is our affiliate shout out of the stream. Go catch him whenever he's on. And for NASBase, on this day in history in 1973, what's that, 51 years ago, John Mayberry. Nas probably doesn't remember John Mayberry. Probably not old enough to have seen him play. But John Mayberry will hit a home run in Royal Stadium in his Royal Stadium debut. John Mayberry, who does have a card in the game, 1975 version of John Mayberry, 78 silver card. If you guys play silver, is this a good card? I don't play silver. I don't know. Does it work for you? But when you look at John Mayberry and his card in the game, he's got power. He's got eye. He's got gap power. So for a silver card, those three aspects of the card look really good. Obviously, maybe a platoon situation against the right-handed pitchers, but he can hit extra base hits. He can hit home runs. He can take walks. John Mayberry, on this day in history, in 1973, would hit a homer in the Royal Stadium debut. Oh, Fussmucker. All that glory I'm giving him, and he was hung over in 1977. I can imagine the meme that would come out. All right. Also on this day in history, one of the greats, unfortunately, career ended way too soon, J.R. Richard. He was a wild man. Man, he would strike you out. Man, did he have stuff for the 1970s? But he also was a little bit wild. And on this day in 1979, he would tie the major league record by throwing 6 wild pitches in a game against LA. 6. Yeah, you heard me right. 6 wild pitches in one game. But in that same game, he had 13 strikeouts. 13 strikeouts, 6 wild pitches, 2-1 victory. Cedeno, Cruz, Enos would have consecutive doubles off Bert Hooton for the Houston runs. And again, if you remember watching baseball in the late 70s, you remember this guy. In fact, the card he has in the game right now is the 1979 version. Synchronicity, take a drink. That on this day, back in 1979, we have his version in the game. Stuff and wildness. If you look at the ratings on his card, what do you notice? Stuff and low control. Very accurate for what he did back on this day in 1979. Mr. Richard, is in OOTP 25. And one more, we get to our second series on this day in 1980, 44 years ago. Sixto Lezcano would hit a grand slam off Dick Drago, two of the coolest names in baseball, becoming the first player to do it twice on opening day. 2 grand slams for Sixto Lezcano in his career. Of course, last year he had a 94 rated diamond card in the game. You played OOTP 24, you might remember that one, but he currently does not have a card in OOTP 25. Maybe we'll see it tomorrow. April performances. I know we had the opening day set already, but maybe we see him tomorrow. Or correct me if I'm wrong. Is this last year's version or is it this year's version? Did this one come out on opening day? I don't know. I think that's last year's card art. But hey, it's got a bend in it too. This person did not take care of their card. Look at that. A little bend in it. That makes it less valuable. Yeah, shameful the way that they treated JR. Yeah. Again, just what a great pitcher. Like in his prime, man. Wild, yes. A lot of Ks. All right, we are heading back to series number 2, where we have Run Blake Run 1, and his 98 Padres going up against Jeff Steele Flex and the St. Louis Cardinals of 2006. And you know what? For this one, let's do a Helm Biscuit prediction. Let's do a prediction. Who will win the series? Will it be the visiting St. Louis 2006 Cardinals, or will it be Run Blake Run 1 and the Padres from 1998? I'll give you a couple minutes to put your predictions in. So again, San Diego has home field. They will host game 1 and game 3 if necessary. Game 2 will be played in St. Louis. There you go. Let's make this interesting. All right. Let's get the game set up. While you guys are doing that, I'm going to go to the game. We're going to exit out. And I'm going to go in and give you guys an update on the bronze packs only duds and studs. Who are the duds of the packs only teams and who are the studs? Well, I haven't looked at this since Monday. We've got the Archers Pactuctal Necks 52 and 21. Again, this is a team that only can use players from packs that they open up. Now, if those cards fill missions for them, they can use those mission cards. If they win packs, if they win tournament cards or PTCS cards, they're allowed to use those. They cannot buy anything off the card shop. Card shop is not allowed to buy. They can sell cards. So they have Shane Bieber, Joe Musgrove, Corey Kluber, Spencer Strider, and Zach Gallen. They're running 4 live pitchers. Strider's 10 and 1, Kluber's 10 and 3, Bieber's 8 and 6, and Gallen's 8 and 2. 4 live diamond pitchers have propelled Archer to 52 and 21 as a packs only team. They were also fortunate enough to pull Suzuki, Utley, Perfect Stenzel, Lance Berkman Silver, Ed Delahanty Perfect, Carl Yastrzemski, Pedro Guerrero as the free card in the anniversary pack, Sean Murphy, and Swanson. So they've got 2 diamond hitters in the lineup and 4 diamond starters. So they are one of the studs from the packs only in bronze this week. The other stud, Makad Carr and Macabra Shea packs only. They were able to open up the George Bradley, the live Garrett Cole, live Joe Musgrove, the historic Tommy Thomas, and the live Yuri Perez. It is the George Bradley that is 15-1. They call him Grin. He'd be grinning at 15-1. Hitter-wise, they pulled they got the Eddie Collins, they've got the Tuck Turner, they pulled the Eddie Chase Utley, Reggie Smith, Jocko Milligan, Guerrero Jr. live, Trey Turner, the Future Legend card, and Jose Ramirez live. Again, they cannot buy anything off the card shop. This is simply by packs that they open. They've got an 11.6 chemistry. So another stud of the week for packs only. Archer has a team chemistry of 11.62. One more stud for you. Third in bronze with a 43-30 record is Dono 4333 and his Ultimate Force packs only team. He is also running Yuri Perez. He's got Jared Weaver, Tommy Thomas, Doc Ellis, and Chris Bassett. Live gold card. Hitting wise, they got the Bobby Abreu gold. They got the Felix Milan diamond, Gabby Hartnett perfect, Vlad Guerrero Jr. future legend. That's the throwback card that was part of last week's set, hitting 337. The Brandon Nemo live, Freddie Sanchez, Yandy Diaz live, Julio Rodriguez diamond, and Manny Machado. So running a lot of live diamond hitters. But currently in first place in their division. The duds, the team's having a rough go at it right now in bronze. The Yonkers Grinders, run by Nick P. Moore. Not doing too well, but still a few days to make things up. Also on the hot seat, Officials Libs, 22-45. And yes, your very own Jim Unknown Blue Jays, run by Laptop Hound. Very, very close to being relegated. Running the live Zach Gallen, the Cubs Future Legend card from the International Asia set. Jim Nedlinger, Robin Roberts, and the card I chose as one of my anniversary cards, Larry Dierker. Hitting wise, I pulled the Juan Pierre, the Tommy Holmes, Bill Cavaretta, got the Diamond George Kell, Dick Dietz, Joe Vosmick, Tony Fernandez, Yandy Diaz, and Jose Altuve. Once again, just to show transparency, I like to do this once in a while. You go to the filter, select card shop only, and you can see all my orders are sell orders. There are no cards that have been bought. You see page 2, all sell orders, and page number 3. So there's your last week showing you that this team is compliant. Mission-wise for my team, I'm close on a lot of missions, but again, I cannot fulfill those with purchases off the card shop. I have to get them in packs. And as you saw right now, I am 1 game away from that relegation area. So before we get to our second series, what do you say? Let's open up 10 packs. I got 96 waiting here. I want to keep most of them for my Jackie Robinson polls next week. But let's see if we can get a little bit of help. Not much that's going to help there. Pretty much I need diamonds or really good meta gold. Pack number 2. Well, we did get a gold. It will be Claude Raymond. So Claude does have kind of what I'm looking for in modern settings. He got the control and he's got the home run suppression. But again, I don't play diamond tournament or gold tournaments. Do you guys have any clue if Claude Raymond is performing for you? 53 stamina, maybe a bullpen guy. If I got a Jim Sundberg, would I sell it? On a packs only team, I would probably keep it, depending who my. Let's go to the card shop. Sundberg. So if I sold it, it would be for about 25,000. Right now on my squad catching, I've got Dick Dietz with 7 home runs. And I've got Sherm Lawler, who's hitting 297, 17 RBIs. I think I would sell him just because I'm okay with what my catching staff is right now. So I think I would sell him. But if you're weak on catchers as a packs only team, he might be a guy that you would keep. Because 25,000 right now is still a pretty good chunk of change, especially with the Jackie Robinson cards coming out likely next week. You kind of, as a pack only team, want to hoard packs and save up your perfect points. I'm hoping we get some specialty packs at some point. But right now I'm in a hold mode unless I pull something really good. Utley is in a mission. Yeah. So mission cards again are okay. So the teams that have Utley have been able to finish those missions. I have not. Let's see how close I am. I'm probably quite a ways away. There are a lot of packs only teams that have ripped a lot of packs. So I've got 2 of the 5 missions done. So I will get there. Utley absolutely is one of the top cards in the game. I would think most, at least until Jackie Robinson comes out. So if you're thinking of getting an Utley as a non-pack only team, you might want to wait a week because the prices of Utley could come down quite a bit when Jackie comes out. But who knows? Who knows what version we're going to get? Last year, we got the Jackie Day complete set, iron all the way up to perfect. And that perfect played for a very long time. All right, let's open a few more packs. Come on, let's see if we can get a Combinator or Diamond, someone that plays. No one plays there. Nothing there. Another gold card. Eric Bedard. I would not probably use Eric Bedard. Oh, V. Trudeau, you got a Sundberg early this morning and Aaron yesterday. What number did you get for Sundberg? How many have been pulled? What was your number? You should be getting to probably the 60s or 70s by now, I think. I don't think Eric is related to Connor in hockey. I think that's 2 different families. All right, let's go 5 more packs, and then I'm going to hoard them and save them for most of them for next Monday for the stream. Three more. Can we get a Combinator at least? Nothing there. Got a Giant there, 1973 Giant. All right, last pack. Let's see if we finished any missions at least, because I was close on a couple. Nope. 19 for Kansas City, 19 for Colorado, 18 for Baltimore, Los Angeles, and I need one more Paul. Any one of these 3 Pauls I need to pull, but cannot get them on the card shop. So again, if you're in bronze with the packs only squad, we were able to get like 18 bronze teams in here. So you notice a lot of packs only team. In fact, my division is all packs only, and the central division has 1 non-packs only and 2 non-packs only in the East. So our conference is very stacked for packs only squads. So right now we have EVC leading his division. We have a Macabre leading their division. Archers leading the NC Central, and the Kane County Cougars and Machia Pet doing very well in the NC East. I'm a struggling. I might need to put in that picture, that gold picture I pulled. Who was that? Is he showing up here? Claude Raymond? Yeah, Claude Raymond. I think I'm going to put you in. Get you some action. Who's sucking here? Eovaldi, your time to go. Good. And Claude, let's put you in. I like your profile. Put you in as middle relief setup guy. And submit. And don't forget, every single day, you might as well. It only costs you a few minutes of your time. Go set your perfect PT live lineups. Even if you leave a lot of the same guys in, I don't do any research because I don't have time. So these guys for sure play tomorrow. Then I'll go to my pitchers. See, I can't buy any cards for this either because it's packs only. I can only use cards that I have opened up. Fortunately, I have a reliever that is starting tomorrow. So might as well. I mean, you get a few perfect points. We'll put Bummer in there. First base. Let's throw in Bobby. And again, who knows if these guys are even starting tomorrow, but at least their team plays. Jordan, shortstop, Jeremy, DH, Gary Carpenter, and one more utility guy. Altuve's already in. Semyon is already in. Swanson. There we go. Submit. And done. So again, for 2 minutes of your time, you can go fill those out. The leaderboards are now working again. And even if you get 100, 200, if you look at my past rosters, 197 yesterday, 229, 271. And again, I'm not taking any time to research. I'm just plugging in guys that I own and trying to get starting pitchers in, guessing on relievers. Sometimes I get lucky. Sean Manea, 50 points. Kremer, 40 points. 58 for Barrios, 84 for Zach Gallen. William Contreras had a day earlier this week. So might as well. Free perfect points. So in 1 to 4 days, I've earned like 1,000 perfect points. I know it's not a lot, but for a couple minutes of work, I'm not high up there on the leaderboards anywhere. 564th. I mean, a big shout out to some of these players. Rob Deeren Headlights, way to go. Like, for me, Mr. Audit, if you're still around, give him a pat on the back if you guys see each other, physically, because almost 2 weeks in April and he's top of the leaderboard. That gets a sound effect for Rob Deeren Headlights. Where is it? Even though he teases me about Dave Steed. All right, guys, Series 2 coming up in 2 minutes. We're on a break. Back in 2 to finish off. Padres, Cardinals.
My humming a song. I'm happy by myself, not a care in the world. This is a life, just me, myself, and I am watching the clouds up in the sky, all but laughing out loud. I'm telling you why I'm living the life, just me, myself, and I used to think that life was cold and lonely when you up and left me, sadness overwhelming. Oh me, I'm out and about, painting the town red, I'm coming around. There ain't no doubt about it, I'm no longer blue. So glad we are through, just me, myself, and I.
All right, so we are back here for match number 2 of the Community Showdown. Again, something I put together a few weeks ago to get you guys involved and a chance to win some packs along the way, playing with some of these historical teams from the past. Again, it's all community-sponsored teams. Put out the form, 63 entries came in. I filled up the last spot, and we have all the community representing all the teams. Well, not all the community, but a big portion of the community. We're off to San Diego. They will be the home team from 1998. The visiting team for game 1 will be your St. Louis Cardinals. Albert Pujols will be in the house. We play a 3-game set, best of 3, 1 home, 1 away, 1 home, modern era strategy, end of season rosters, and injuries are turned off. 98 wins for the Padres back in 98. Synchronicity. St. Louis Cardinals in 2006 had 83 wins. So maybe a little bit of an advantage goes to San Diego. Of course, both teams won the World Series in those years. So let's see. Let's see what happens. All right. Yeah, a long day and an early day tomorrow because I'm back on at 9 a.m. my time with the Three Amigos show. Again, normally I'd be done by today, but got started about an hour late because OOTP development was on, giving you guys some packs earlier. So usually that doesn't happen on Wednesdays. Yeah, starting to feel it now. So we're gonna go through this a little bit quicker here because yeah, I just exited out. You can tell it's been a long day. All right, let's go back to this away team. Brrr. 2006, St. Louis. And the home team, 1998, Padres. 3 games, 1-1-1. Modern, disabled. Great exhibition. So Run Blake Run 1 is representing the Padres, and Jeff Steele Flex is representing your 2006 Cardinals. Play ball. And again, we fast sim through the first game. It looks like we have Kevin Brown, who's going to pitch for the Padres, and Chris Carpenter is going to be your starter for the St. Louis Cardinals. Okay, so no sounds for the first game here. Here are your match 2 starting lineups for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. At shortstop, we have David Eckstein. In right field, we have Juan Encarnacion. Hitting third, you know him, you love him, you respect him, and you fear him, Albert Pujols. In the cleanup spot with 22 home runs back in 2006, Chris Duncan. Hitting fifth, played also for the Blue Jays later in his career, 31-year-old Scott Rowland, the Hall of Famer. Jim Edmonds will be manning center field. At second base, Ronnie Belliard. Hitting eighth, defensive catcher elite, Yadier Molina. And pitching for the St. Louis Cardinals will be Chris Carpenter, coming off a 15-8 season back in 2006. For your Padres, at second base, Julio Veras will be playing at second. Wally Joyner, 36 years old at the time, 12 home runs, playing first. Gwynn for the win, playing in right field. This was his .321 average season. Greg Vaughn will be hitting cleanup in left field. 35-year-old meme card from last year, Ken Caminiti at third base. Jim Leyritz will be catching. We have Ruben Rivera in center field. Chris Gomez at short, and pitching with an 18-7 record, it is Kevin Brown. All right, let's go take a look at the bets here. What were you guys thinking? 89% have chosen the San Diego Padres. So if you did choose St. Louis, you're in for a pretty big win here of Helm Biscuits. All right, simming the entire game. Wow. Oh. A lot of zeros on the board, folks. In fact, we had to go all the way to the ninth inning in a walk-off situation. And San Diego will take this one 1-0. All that power on both teams, all that hitting ability, and Kevin Brown with the one hitter. He will not finish the game, though, and he will not get credit for the win. Trevor Hoffman will come in the ninth, and he will be the recipient of the walk-off in the ninth inning. Oh, man. What a defensive gem there. What happened in the ninth inning? We got to check this out. Greg Vaughn will walk. Ken Caminiti will strike out. Go figure. Jim Leyritz will single. Vaughn will move over to third. And Ruben Rivera with the walk-off single to score Greg Vaughn. Crushing loss there for St. Louis. They will now go home for game number 2. Right, let's go in. And game number 2 in St. Louis, Jeff Suppan will pitch for St. Louis. He will have a 12-7 record back in 2006. Andy Ashby, 17-9, will pitch for your San Diego Padres. Okay, move this over here. Let's bring in a little bit of sound for this game. All right, full screen. Again, we go half inning by half inning until the 7th inning. If it is within 2 runs, we will jump in. Is Ringhausen? Yeah, he came in and did not do very well. All right, San Diego, top of the first inning. Nothing. St. Louis needs a win here. They will get a hit, but no runs. We go to the top of the second. Nothing for the Padres. And another hit, but no runs for St. Louis. We go to the top of the third. And San Diego comes out crushing. Solo shot for Ruben Rivera. Chris Gomez will fly out. Andy Ashby will single. Veros will strike out. Wally Joyner will walk. And Tony Gwynn with the 3-run shot. Yes, you heard me right. Tony Gwynn, who back in 1998 had 16 home runs. It's a 3-run home run dinger for the Padres. And they go up on the road 4-0. Jeff Steele Flex grabbing all the rally caps he can as we go to the bottom of the third. They do get one back. One at a time. Solo shot by Juan Encarnacion. And the St. Louis Cardinals are back within 3. Chris Naverson is on the mound now for St. Louis. He gets through it. Only 3 hits for San Diego. 4 runs on 3 hits. St. Louis going to the bottom of the 4th. 1 run on 3 hits. They've got the middle of their order coming up. Duncan, Rowland, and Edmonds. Another run, chipping away at it. That's Jeff Steele Flex dancing his way 1 run at a time. Chris Duncan will strike out. Ground out for Rowland with 2 outs. Jim Edmonds. Another unlikely hero here. Back in 2006, Edmonds had 19 home runs, and he gets one here. So home runs by Gwynn and Edmonds, and it is 4-2. Going to the top of the 5th. Adam Wainwright coming in for St. Louis. What? Adam Wainwright. 2 wins and 1 loss in 2006, 25-year-old, of course, before he became the stud that he would become. Coming in on relief, 3rd pitcher for St. Louis. And he will give up nothing. We go to the bottom of the 5th, St. Louis down by 2. And they will not score. Wainwright still in the game, top of the 6th inning. No runs for San Diego. We move to the bottom of the 6th inning. Duncan, Rowland, and Edmonds. Last time we had those 3 up, they got a run. Can they cash in here up against Dan Maselli? And no, they do not. They will get a couple hits, 6 hits now for St. Louis. 4-2 game as we go to the top of the 7th. We're going to play out San Diego. They get nothing. Let's go in game. St. Louis, 3 innings to come back here. Yadier Molina at the plate. Drives that one into center field. That will be the first out of the inning. That one sky high, actually just to second base. He hit that one a mile into the air. Matt Clements in the game now for San Diego. Scott Spezio, second baseman, number 9 hitter at the plate. Outside. St. Louis has something going here now. We go to the top of the order. And at the plate will be Mr. Eckstein. 1 out, 1 on. The second, the first, double play. Threat eliminated. Jeff Steele Flex will have to hold off the Padres here in the top of the 8th inning and get another shot at it with the meat of his order coming up in the bottom of the 8th. Going to be a leadoff walk to Veras. Falkenborg on the mound for St. Louis. Little Looper goes into left field. 2 on, nobody out for the master of base hits, Tony Gwynn. Drives that one way up into the sky. 1 away. Greg Vaughn at the plate. Vaughn into right field. Runners hold, 2 outs. All right, Ken Caminiti, hitless in the series so far. And that being said, that's driven deep into center field. What a grab by Jim Edmonds. You would not expect anything less from a guy named Jim Edmonds. Let's watch that replay. Change up. And there we go. St. Louis escapes. San Diego had 2 on, nobody out, but they cannot score. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Encarnacion, Pujols, and Duncan due up for St. Louis. And San Diego responds with a great catch by their right fielder, Tony Gwynn. Albert Pujols drives that one to third, over to first, 2 away. Chris Duncan up against Matt Clement. Duncan, center field, 3 up, 3 down for the Cardinals. We are going to the top of the 9th, 4-2 for San Diego. Jim Leyritz comes up to the plate. First baseman takes that himself, 1 away. Isringhausen, the guy that gave up the winning run in game number 1, he comes on in relief now. Ruben Rivera with 1 out here in the 9th for San Diego. And Rivera gets that one through the infield for a 1-out hit. John Vanderwall. Oh, he lines that one into left field. That one's going to go to the wall. Here comes the throw to third. Not in time. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Isringhausen again. Not doing what he should be doing there. Andy Sheets. Yes, Sheets at the plate. And he strikes out. What a slider there from Isringhausen. All right, Veras at the plate, the leadoff hitter, hitless in the series so far. Runners on second and third, 2 away. Key batter here for St. Louis. They need an out to have a shot. And that one is going to be taken by the second baseman. For the 3rd out of the 9th, we go to the bottom of 9. San Diego 4, St. Louis 2. And look who is in the game. Trevor Hoffman. Trevor Hoffman looking to close out the series. 4 wins back in 1998, 53 saves, and a 1.48 ERA. Not looking good for the Cardinals here. Having to face Trevor Hoffman. Rolling at bat. Rolling into center field. It's deep, but not deep enough. 1 away. Jim Edmonds will come to the plate. Homered earlier in the game. They need him on base. Single, double, walk. And easy out there. 2 away. Trevor Hoffman 1 out away from clinching a round 2 matchup down the line for the San Diego Padres. John Rodriguez, the right fielder, hitless in the series, up against Trevor Hoffman. And right to the shortstop, over to first base, and that will do it. Congratulations. The 1998 San Diego Padres and their manager, Run Blake Run 1, will get the victory. All right, let's bring back the main screen here. We got to find out who our winner is pretty quickly here. Let's take a look at the game 2 box score. Tony is your player of the game. Jeff Suppan, 4 earned runs in 2 2/3 inning. That will be enough for the Padres. Ashby only goes 3 2/3 innings, so he does not go very far as well. The win will go to Michelli. 6 hits apiece. Home runs for Encarnacion and Jim Edmonds for the Cardinals. and Gwynn and Rivera will hit dingers for the Padres. Got to record some numbers here. How many home runs in the series? None in game one. 1, 2, 3, 4 home runs in game two. So that makes 4 total. And your total runs is 7. Not sure many people guessed that. 1 run in the first game, 6 runs in the second game. For 7 total. All right, gang, we are going to come back and declare our winner. I'm going to go over to the Google Forms and get that ready to go after our very last break here. So good luck for those of you that entered the contest. 2 minutes. We'll find out who won. See you back here. We are back to close off the show again. Big shout out to our 2 winners today. The San Francisco Giants, who held off a couple rallies there by the Detroit Tigers in series number 1, 1993. San Francisco Giant will advance. And the Cardinals just couldn't get anything going. They only 1 hit in the first game. Second game, they just couldn't get the offense going. And a big shout out to the Padres, who played really well defensively, a couple good grabs in the outfield, some great plays in the infield, and they will advance to the round of 32. So Run Blake won, and Pop Stongoria, congratulations on taking today's showdown matchups. A couple more this day in baseball history. Back on April the 10th in 1982. If you're a Red Sox fan, if you're an 80s Red Sox fan, this was a day for you to remember, because what's that, 38 years ago, something like that? I don't know. No. 82, 18, and 24. Some 42 years ago, 32 years ago, a long time ago. Wade Boggs batting 9th in the lineup, something you don't see very often. He will go 0 for 4 in his major league debut. Yes, Wade Boggs on this day in 1982 would play his first game for the Boston Red Sox. Wow, how time goes. Wade Boggs would, of course, become one of the best third basemen in terms of hitting, especially for average, good eye. He does have a card in the game currently. I don't think it's going to be the only Wade Boggs we see. This is not a peak card. This is his Hardware Heroes 1987 version. So 5 years into his career, this is the card that we have currently in the game. And yeah, he's got good BABIP. He's got good avoid Ks. Makes Mr. Audit smile. But there's more to come. Of course, last year he had a PTCS card, a lot of Boston Red Sox PTS cards. Hall of Fame beer drinker. Yeah, Wade Boggs. When you think Boston Red Sox, at least when I think Boston Red Sox, he's one of the first players that come to mind. I think Roger Clemens. I think Wade Boggs, Carl Yastrzemski, Fred Lynn, Jim Rice, those kind of guys. How can you not think of Wade Boggs as one of the best Red Sox ever? And finally, on this day in history, a little bit of consolation for Jeff Steelflex, who also likes the Seattle Mariners. So this one's for you, Jeff. Ken Griffey Jr. back in 1989. So 35 years ago today, Ken Griffey Jr. would become the youngest player in the majors and hit his first career homer on the first pitch he saw in his home ballpark. What a memory, right? What a memory. Youngest player in the majors, and on the very first pitch, he does not have the nerves. He does not get nervous and say, "Oh, I'm going to watch the first couple pitches. Ooh, I'm at home. I'm going to watch the first." No. He goes up there swaggering with confidence, and the very first pitch, out of the park. In the Kingdom, nonetheless. So Ken Griffey Jr. on this day, 1989, will get a home run at home on the very first pitch. Ken Griffey does have a card in the game. It is the 95 Mission Edition card, Diamond, from his 1992 career, so a few years later with the Seattle Mariners. And you can see that this card has a lot of power. Gap power, home run power. The eye isn't that great on this card, but he's going to hit you a few home runs if you have him in your lineup. And just like with Wade Boggs, this is not going to be the last Ken Griffey Jr. we see. He had several cards last year. We're going to see a peak card at some point. Boy, oh boy, is Jeff Steelflex and IBDB and all those other Seattle Mariner fans that are going to be looking forward to that one. I have not got this mission done yet. So there you go, guys. Tune in tomorrow at 9 a.m. Mountain Time, 11 a.m. Eastern. EVC will join me for the pre-TWIP show, the Amigos show. We hype up the new content, take some guesses at who we're going to see. I'll have the sombrero on. EVC will have the Guess the Set update. Check that out. We're on for an hour before Spora comes on at noon. He'll be on for a couple hours with the TWIP show. Again, it's April. Forget the name they gave to it. April Performances or something like that. And then I'll be back on after TWIPT with more, with the trivia, the bounty. Make sure you have an open slot on your teams for a bounty roster. I did win the bounty yesterday, guys. Oh yeah, I'm giving myself a cheer. I won. You know what? I'm giving myself this.
Cat came back. Cat came back. Cat came back the very next day. The cat came back. They thought he was a goner, but the cat came back. He just wouldn't stay away.
The cat will be back tomorrow. I'm sure we'll see Kitty come back. Yes, I did win the bounty, and I don't give myself packs. I don't think that's the right thing to do, but I will take the in-game packs. I won 3 packs from in-game, so I will take it. It's been a while since I won a bounty. Also, the Dave Steve impersonator out there, make yourself known, buddy. Come on, detectives, find out who that manager is. I want to meet them. Also, as I said, we have the bounty, we have the trivia. We'll take a look at some of the new cards. So join me tomorrow for that. And again, next week, we'll have the next Matrix series. We don't know who is going to be part of the Matrix on Tuesday. Was a great one this week. We had George Brett and we had Nolan Ryan. And although Kansas City did not win the World Series, they went to the Final Four. George Brett won the MVP in the AL, and Nolan Ryan won the Cy Young in the AL. So a very successful Minerva-produced Matrix that we had on Tuesday. But trivia coming up tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Of course, before we go, we have to take a look at who our winner was. So let's go do that quickly. Thank you again for all the subs, re-upping the subs, the follows today. Again, D King, EVC, Captain Keg Leg. Let me go take a check who else there was. I know I'm missing someone. Dr. Greenleaf, Pops Dongoria, of course. Yeah, you guys are cool. You guys are extremely cool. Okay, well, let's go figure it out here. Data. Let's remove the filter and create a filter. Now, again, I did not do a duplicate here. I got to eliminate some teams here because they're the wrong date. Well, we'll figure that out when we get there. Yeah, it should be easy to do. Okay. Remove filter. So yeah, what I want to do, this is going to be a pain in the butt. Okay, let's do timestamp. How am I going to do this here? I'm not an expert on filters because I did not create a copy of the form from last week. It puts all these other names on. So I think we just need to go and delete some rows. Delete row, delete row, delete row, delete, delete, delete. Riveting content item. Can I hit shift? Control? Yes. Control. Rid of all those ones from last week. Nope. What happens if I hit delete? Oh, that doesn't work much either. So, who knows a few good jokes? What are you guys up to tonight? What's your beverage of choice? We must be getting close. All right, 10-4, 10-4, 10-4. Okay, we got all the entries from today. Good. Create filter. Why is it not putting those other teams? Maybe I need to go up here. Remove filter. Let's try it again. Create filter. There we go. See, I can figure it out. All right, first one. Who will win the showdowns? The matchups. It was the Giants and the Padres. Click OK. 5 teams predicted the Giants and the Padres. Max LP 80. Chino 2. Patman 96734. EVC and NYC. and Dr. Greenleaf. So 2 of the re-up subscribers here are in the top 5 here. How many games will be played in the series? Well, it was 3 and 2. The Giants won in 3 and the Padres won in 2. And we have our winner. Just like that, EVC, who was in the chat a little earlier, is going to be the recipient and get a few more packs to open up on Saturday. Congratulations, Giants, Padres. First series, 3 games. Second series, 2 games. It is correct. We don't even need to go any further than that. Only one team is remaining. All right, we are done. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Give what you can, take what you need. It's a great day for baseball. Great day for baseball. Going to look for someone to raid. If I can't find anyone to raid, we'll just end the stream. Thank you, guys. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. Thanks for hanging out. The sun can't shine every day. We'll see you next episode.
A very good friend of mine told me something the other day. I'd like to pass it on to you. I believe what he said to be true. He said we're here for a good time, not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't shine every day, and the sun is shining in this rainy city, and the sun is shining.
Heading over to Attica Online. He has drops. He's an affiliate. Go say hi. Ask him if he knows who 37 Steve is. He's a smart guy. He might know. See you next episode.
Not a long time. So have a good time. The sun can't